Welcome back, you are Tom. Today we're going to be looking at lookup functions. Lookup functions, we have three in our IGCSE ICT syllabus. We have the horizontal lookup, the vertical lookup, and just the lookup. But on this series, we'll only be focusing on the HLOOKUP and the VLOOKUP, that is horizontal lookup and the vertical lookup. So we'll begin by looking at the HLOOKUP, which is the horizontal lookup. So the horizontal lookup is an Excel function to look up and retrieve data from a specific row in a table. The H in the HLOOKUP stands for horizontal, where lookup values appear in the first row of the table, moving horizontally to the right. HLOOKUP supports approximate and exact matches for finding partial matches. So, as we have already said with other functions, the lookup has four components: the value you want to look up, the range in which you want to find the value and return the value, the number of rows within your defined range that contains the value, the return value, 0 or false for an exact match with the value you are looking for, 1 or true for an approximate match. Okay, so the syntax of HLOOKUP, here's the syntax: HLOOKUP, open bracket, then the lookup value, then the table array, which is the range. Table array is just the range of cells, and then the row number you want to display, and then you have to maybe write true or false in order to state whether you want an exact match of the data or you want an approximate match. Okay, so let's quickly jump to the HLOOKUP. So as you can see, my data here is arranged in rows. It's displayed in rows. So I have data here for the Manchester United squad. Okay, maybe let's write here Manchester United. This is the Manchester United squad. So we want to display, maybe let's say they are going for a match and they want to display the names of the players here in this row, and then here we'll display the name, the positions that those players play in that match. So here are the player names, and then here are the kit numbers, here are the positions here. Okay, so here we want to write a lookup formula into cell C8. Here is C8, cell C9, in fact it's supposed to be cell C9, to look up the player's name, by comparing the shirt number. This is the shirt number. The shirt number in cell C7. Okay, this is supposed to be cell what? C9. Or it's supposed to be cell B9. Supposed to be cell B9 because this is the cell we're looking for. So we want to check who dons maybe the number 1 on their back when they are playing for Manchester United, and also number 29. So it should display the names of these players. Okay, let's now take a look at it. Okay, let's now take a look at it. So we'll click on this cell. I want to enter the formula, then we will type equal sign. Okay, maybe let's use the f of x. Okay, here f of x. Okay, let's put it here. Okay, then we search for HLOOKUP. HLOOKUP, go. This is HLOOKUP. Double click HLOOKUP. So they say this is the lookup value. So the lookup value should be a value that appears in the table array. So every time you are looking for a lookup value, it must have a match in the table array. This is our table array. This is the table array here. It is a range of cells. The table array is a range of cells. Okay, so we will select our table array here. So it's from here, then I press and hold, okay, then browse to the last one. There's the last one, AI5. So I press shift, okay, this is my table array. So the row index number now, the row index number is the row number that we want to display. So in this case, the name is in row 2. So this is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3 of the table array. This is row number of the table array, not of the spreadsheet, of the table array. So the row number in this case want to display is the name, which is in row 2. So the row index number will be 2. Okay, and then here for the exact match. So we want to find a match. Okay, I will display maybe later what this does. Okay, let's just put 0 here or false. Supposed to be 0 or false. Okay, so after clicking 0 or false, then we click OK. So it shows us the name David De Gea. It shows us the name David. It shows us the name David De Gea because David De Gea is donning number 1. So okay, when we try to replicate this now, it will show us this error of not available. Why is this so? This is because when we replicate here, this value, the table array here, this value here changes as we replicate. If maybe you can see, can take a look here. The table array is from B3 to AI5 to AI5. Yet now the table array in this one is now B4 to AI6. On the next video, we will look at how we are going to solve that. Okay, maybe let's do this lesson 2 here for now. Okay, and do here. Let's do this lesson 2 for now, and then in the next video we'll look at that. So you can look up from a separate file. You can also look up from a separate file using a table array from another file. So okay, but before we start typing the function, you have to open that file as well. So this is the file, squad lists. As you can see here, we're supposed to be opening this file, squad lists. So I open squad list.csv. Here is it, almost similar to that one. So now I want to look up the position of the players. So the position is in row 3. 1, 2, 3. The row 3 of the table array. So okay, let's look at it. We'll type $, and then supposed to have HLOOKUP. This is another way of doing the HLOOKUP. Then clicking f of x. The lookup value is still the same, B9. Table array now, go to this file, open this file here, and then select this table array here. Okay, select everything, maybe to AH3, and then the row index number. So we want to display the dead row of this table array, and then we type here false, or maybe let's use 0 this time, because 0 is false and then 1 is true, as you can see here. Okay, let's use 0, then click OK. Yeah, so this is the position of the goalkeeper now. So David De Gea is a goalkeeper. If you can look at our table array, David De Gea is the goalkeeper, the GK. Okay, so we'll now move on to, okay, we'll on the next video look at how to solve this problem here. When you try to replicate here, okay, if we replicate this one, you will notice that you don't face any challenges, because these players matches the position. But if you replicate this one, there are challenges. Then in the next video we will look at how to solve that problem. Thank you, and see you on the next video.